Arizona Cardinals have officially completed their 2025 NFL Draft with the last 4 picks coming in day 3. To start us off, in round 4, the Cardinals took Cody Simmons, a linebacker out of Ohio State. The Cardinals are just like a pipeline right to Ohio State at this point, but this is honestly a really good move. Honestly, I think Cody Simmons could actually end up being a day 1 starter for the Cardinals. I think he could be very impactful, and I mean, this guy, he balled out in college. 112 tackles, 7 sacks, 12.5 tackles for loss, Rose Bowl defensive MVP. This is a guy that the Cardinals got in the 4th round that I think, I'm telling you, with this linebacker room, we need a little bit help. I think he could be a day 1 starter, and I think he can have a real impact. And this is a snag at round 4, and I really like this pick. Then we go round 5, where we took Denzel Burke. This is another guy that, from what I'm hearing, is another steal. The Cardinals have stolen 2 corners in this draft now, but this guy is supposed to be a very slept-on corner that, if everything that I'm hearing is true, the Cardinals may not have no need for Sean Murphy-Bunting going into this season, because our corner room is going to be so young and talented that we can relieve him of his duty. He's supposed to be very talented and supposed to be a sleeper in this draft. And so we'll see how everything plays out. But our corner room is staying young, and the Cardinals have intentionally built it through the draft. In round 6, the Cardinals ended up going with a guard, I believe, Hayden Conner, out of Texas. Now, this is the Cardinals' only offensive move. It was very clear that the Cardinals intended to draft defensively, and we went in and we did just that. And we did that, honestly, I'd argue right now, at one of the best levels in the league right now. We had an amazing draft. But he is our 1 pick. Offensive line makes sense. I was hoping for maybe a receiver, but taking a chance on a guard with high upside and enough grit that maybe something can happen here, or maybe he's just a backup role piece for the Cardinals. But overall, I mean, it's our only offensive piece. I think offensive line just makes sense. Go ahead and get at our weakest position, which is guard. And then last but not least, in round 7, the Cardinals took Keaton Crawford, a safety coming out of Nevada, which there is not very much on Keaton, but when you're picking the 7th round, you're trying to look for a high upside, that someone that can come compete, and you're looking for possibly a practice squad player, and I think Keaton can do just that. Nothing else is promised here. You want to come in, you got to come work for it, and you got to come earn your spot, and we'll see what Keaton can do. Now, I'm a little surprised that the Cardinals drafted a safety. We already went 2 DBs. I didn't really expect safety to come in, but it's very clear that defensively the Cardinals have had a plan and put for quite some time, and we definitely executed that. But day 3 of the draft, I would say, is just another success. This whole draft, Monti hit it out the park. This is a just complete defensive overhaul. And if you look at last year and this year's defense, unrecognizable. It's going to be insane, the difference. And I'm very excited, but I think a lot of these players in this entire draft class are going to be difference makers for the Arizona Cardinals. But this was kind of our last step. Next step is training camp, and then right after that is preseason. Now we get closer and closer to the NFL season being back. But we got our new group of guys, and I'm excited to see what the Cardinals can do with them. But for now, that is going to be the video. Let me know down below your guys' thoughts on day 3 and just overall our draft. I think the Cardinals did a great job, but let me know down below your guys' thoughts. And be sure to hit that like and sub button. And with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.